it seems all roads lead to
I'm having
Hogsmeade.
trouble streaming due to my internet, but a lot of celebrations been going on. Kinda excited to see what will happen. So me and
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office.
Underground
Gran told me
fighting
to expect a
ring,
package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying ℙ𝕃𝔸𝕃𝔸𝕃𝔸𝕃𝔸𝕃.
Only
some feeds she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howin for the measles.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Story's amazing.
Well done.
Amazing.
You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading.
Excuse me.
I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right.
A good class.
I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg.
Like a good combo, 4 combo
Here we are.
spells.
I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot.
Oh man, why the fly?
Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
Alright, let's do this.
There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Nice. I gotta fight a dragon. This time I'm kicking some ass. Oh, that's so cool.
Poor thing must be well sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
Well, that's where to go.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's
Lumos!
hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do. I wonder how many they brought to capture her. At least 10 usually.
Patricius Totalis!
Sorry.
Reparo!
Fantastic.
There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
What I wouldn't give to be a demiguise right now.
Really? A demiguise right now? This woman. But she is pretty badass, so I'll
How
give her
good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Regine's lovely.
How lucky for us.
Just come on, keep moving, keep moving.
Watch your step.
Starved to pick off a grabhorn.
Or just raring for a fight.
Quiet, what was that? Good thinking. She'd still be able to smile you.
I guess we gotta fight her now?
There's no turning back now.
Okay. Make me like an arcade.
Over here!
Wait here! I'll run ahead. I'll draw your attention. Follow when it's safe.
Freaking Donkey Kong with this guy.
Watch out! It's ℙ𝕃𝔸𝕊𝕃. She'll make sure we know it. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Expelliarmus. Revelio.
Wrong thing.
Accio.
Thank you, dragon.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that.
Yeah, I see that now.
Get to that opening below her. If we can get to that entrance, we can get to the nest. She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
What does it look like I'm doing?
There's the nest. We're almost there. Why is every bridge here broken?
Reparo.
Okay.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
Just trying to return your egg. Too late. Yeah, we know. Easy. She became my favorite now. I'm sorry. I respect her
That
for
was
standing up to the
brilliant.
dragon. So.
And did you see
respect.
how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
No, like.
I was hoping to look around for a moment, if you don't mind. Take it all in.
I suppose we could catch our breath.
Yes, please.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Revelio.
Hang on, if I remember correctly. But you know what? No.
I can't believe any of what just happened.
Still taking it all in.
No. I think I'm ready to leave if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntel Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
Huh? Wait, I'm so lost. So, what?
How could I have been so blind?
Poppy, what the hell are you talking about? Where'd you go? Poppy? Poppy? Where'd you go? Wait, Poppy! Or not, fine. We'll talk soon. Alright, I can do one of the main quests, or I can do Imperio from Smashing Catacomb. Alright, let's do Gobbledygook. I'm gonna talk to Amit, one of the Ravenclaw boys from one of my classmates. Alright, Astronomy Tower. I trust him.
I'd like to do some window shopping in Hogsmeade this weekend.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Oh wait, wrong book.
I hear desperately need to improve my job.
I don't wish for thank you soon, for I can't wait to watch you try.
Nice owl. I was hoping to pet it, but never mind.
Hello there.
There he is.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak Gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves Gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know Gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
I probably wouldn't.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking for... Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me. Being self-taught and all.
Alright.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Alright.
Revelio. Thank you for being willing to help me, Amit.
You are very welcome. I'm looking forward to meeting your friend, Lodgok.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check...
Thank you for being willing to help me, Amit.
You are very welcome. I'm looking forward to meeting... of course.
Alright. He's at the
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
This way.
Revelio. Who lived here, I wonder?
I do wonder too.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the helmet of ℙ𝕃𝔸𝕐𝕊𝕋 did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn ℙ𝕃𝔸𝕐𝕊𝕋 and his blasted journals.
ℙ𝕃𝕃𝔸𝕐𝕃?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of ℙ𝕃𝕑𝕐𝕃 journals. They describe repositories that ℙ𝕃𝕑𝕑 had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganlock, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend ℙ𝕃𝕃𝔸𝕗. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, ℙ𝕃𝕃𝔸𝕗. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir ℙ𝕃𝕃𝔸𝕗.
Just ℙ𝕃𝕃𝕃. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door, or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
ℙ𝕃𝕃𝕗𝕗 and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Let's go, ℙ𝕃𝕃𝕗𝕗. So this is what...
it sneaking about. You'll see.
The door is looking at us.
Come on, I mean, let's go.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Arrest the momentum.
Damn it. Okay. Wait. Let's go.
I've read about mines like this. Something else altogether.
Keep your wits about you, Amit. I'll get you through this mine.
Watch your step round here. Let's get this. Let's find her.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
Right.
We're being watched. By a door.
Let's go.
Incendiary.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Good to know, buddy.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere.
You ought to come back on pudding.
Revelio.
A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to ℙ𝕃𝔸𝕐𝕊𝕋𝔸𝕋 empty-headed. Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Just keep this way then.
If I'm translating this
Revelio.
correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Oh, you with a nice mushroom stew about now.
Who's there?
Far from home, eh? They were just here.
It's too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Confringo!
Revelio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Revelio. Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is. Revelio.
Lumos.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now.
Lumos.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
What's going on out there?
Any who oppose Ranrock will be eliminated.
Little moon calf. Expelliarmus. Kill smells glancing. Expelliarmus.
I will have
Bombarda.
Why have you not
Expelliarmus. How nice of you to stop by. Accio. I've been fighting since before you.
That should be the last of them, Armand. Revelio. Incendio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell ℙ𝕃𝔸𝕐𝕊𝕋 what we found.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
There we go.
please?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, ℙ𝕃𝕸𝕐𝕊𝕋𝔸𝕋𝕀𝕆ℕ. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with ℙ𝕃𝕃𝕐𝕊𝕃.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday.
Chill.
Without further ado, adieu.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Later, ℙ𝕃𝕃𝕐𝕗.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her.
Who is he talking about?
She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Oh my gosh, so it's Miriam, his wife, Professor Fig's wife. He met ℙ𝕃𝕃𝕐𝕗.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, ℙ𝕃𝕃𝕐𝕗, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbaugh's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbaughh at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Okay, can
I
I
hope
just
Professor Fitzgerald has confirmed
holy
what she
crap.
needed to. I have to complete the next trial as soon as I can.
Because, like, holy crap, that's a lot to take in. Especially for Lockgong, because he really, dude, his story is gonna hit this game a lot. I can tell. He may be a side character, but dude, his character, not only his, but I feel like some of these other characters, like Sebastian, Poppy, or Natty, they're gonna make this game change a lot, and I can already tell. Like, dude, hell yeah.
Revelio.
Mysterious and a bit unsettling.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
Yeah. However, I stumbled upon something else I could not ignore. In an area behind the great room which had suffered decay and turned into some relic, I sense its power. I would be thrilled to study for the relic further if only the others were allowed.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Wait, so Sebastian's not entering in with me? That bastard.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
That sounds it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Confringo!
Too late.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Incendio!
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Revelio! Accio! Incendio! Accio!
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there. All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems.
Incendiary!
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Why do I feel like you have a lot of, what's the word? Doubt? Like, why do I feel like what you say is, like, kind of sketchy? But that's just me. Nope. Ooh, I do like that black, but hang on, is there a better one? Oh wait, that's why I was like, why do I feel so weird? There it is.
Revelio.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones.
Accio.
Bones outside or something. Seems odd.
Did you hear that?
We're in the tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Accio. Reparo.
There's something here by the altar.
What did you find?
Reparo.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones on either side of his arm.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
Revelio.
If this is a barricade, we can find a way through.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. Way across. Lumos. Accio. Incendio. Lumos. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Repair. Revelio. Lumos. Reparo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Rickety bone bridge complete.
Accio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Wasn't there like one more?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You've done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something.
Okay.
The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand's movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
Okay, so
There we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Imperial.
Revelio.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I
Revelio. Accio.
That worked. Keep going. This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
Revelio. Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these
Revelio.
guys. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
It'd never end. Incendio. Accio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
Okay, so the very abundant potential is possible to benefit not only wizard kind, but the world. But the dark sacrifice involved to realize its intent may be too great. Until we know, please do not remove this relic.
Sebastian, the relic. Look.
Could it be?
Whoa.
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
Dark sacrifice. Okay. Oh, damn, it's so hard. Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta say...
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft.
Oh,
I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle.
Is that who I think it is? Oh yeah, we're fucked.
Is that ominous?
Ominous?
Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
Yeah, so I told you.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Hey.
Can't believe this.
What do I gotta persuade?
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore. We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
Wait, what the? Did I just go in circle? Oh my god, I did. I didn't realize it till. And then, wow, wait, this way? Got lost in it for a minute.
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne. This relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
Alright. I'll tell her, but I gotta stop Sebastian.
What is it?
Smoke! Over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Oh, that was meant for me.
Incendio.
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
Fuck. He did the right thing, but the wrong technique. I would have chose Leviosa. Alright,
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Good. I'll let her talk to you.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
I understand both sides. It's so hard. Look.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is.
How?
Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
I tried to tell you.
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my
Revelio.
Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
Alright, I'll be there in a bit. I need to go to Hogwarts anyway. I need to go to my room of secrets. Or room requirement, room of secrets. That's cute. Alright, let me put... I want to put... you guys there. Let me just put that one there. Meantime, see my inventory. Okay, destroy this. See you. You will improve there. I can just destroy that. Oh wait. Go with this one. This one's fine. Just choose this. Hey, no, where's my thing? No. Oh, there it is. Oh wait, no, don't give me glasses. I never wear glasses. Not to be mean, just not a big fan of glasses. And then leave the astronomy room. Let's go to the tower, beginning. Seems like a first year or third year. I fear this is not gonna be good. Hang on. Just reading something real quick. Oh, okay, hell yeah.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But I appreciate you setting our earlier discussion aside for now. Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near ℙ𝕃𝕃. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought, she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
So, let us see. Who's trying to meet with us? Oh, Gobsons. Wonder what this is gonna do.
Hello. Are you here for Summoner's Court?
That I am. Don't expect to be as lucky here as you were in Crossed Wands. Speaking of which, care to play a match?
Of course, Charlotte.
Then may the best summoner win.
This girl! Oh, let me put her in her place! Let me in her place!
Accio! Precisely as planned.
Precisely as planned.
Accio.
Alright, my turn. Oh no, I did not just give her more points.
Such grace. Finesse. Accio.
Ooh, let me please beat her. Ooh. Alright.
Precisely as planned.
Alright. Cocky little shit. Now we're both.
Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Accio.
Alright. Angle it. Right there.
Accio.
Stop.
Such grace. Finesse. Didn't I say I adore competition?
Hold on. I ain't clear yet.
Hard luck. Care for another round?
Absolutely. Don't count me out yet.
That's the spirit.
Oh, I see what she's doing.
Precisely as planned. Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Accio! Precisely as planned.
I'm not done yet, sweetheart.
Nice technique.
I knew it. Yeah! Get her off my board. Wait, what?
Hard luck. Care for another round?
Absolutely. Don't count me out yet.
That's the spirit.
Shit.
Precisely as planned.
Just cocky little shit.
Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that.
Stop.
Such grace. Finesse. Accio! Accio!
So fucking annoying. Alright. Let's see. Oh, you got it. Yeah,
wow,
wait.
You are good.
Sacrifice play. Yeah, it took me like 3rd times the goddamn charm.
I'm not too proud to admit when I've lost. Where did you learn to play like that?
I practice as much as I can.
Practice, eh? I suppose I could try that. Well, you've only one opponent left now. I won't say more than that, but let's just say he's the best for a reason.
Duly noted. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, where is Poppy? Where's my homegirl? Nah, to consider though, she's probably the badass of us, so.
Oh good, you're safe.
Yeah.
There you
What's
are.
up, girlfriend?
You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone
Wait, what?
recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the ℙ𝕃𝔸𝕐𝕊𝕋𝕸, long thought to be extinct.
I'm sorry, what's a snidget?
Exactly what kind of creature is a snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Oh, shit.
Where exactly are these snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds.
Unless they
From
find
what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
Interesting.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the snidgets protected at all costs.
Wait, we're gonna talk to some goddamn centaurs now? Again?
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it.
What?
I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
I was so excited to see them. Come on.
Revelio.
You can't do me like that. Ah, this so sucks. God damn it. Alright, if I remember correctly.
Away, Highwing! Away!
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hog's Head. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hog's Head, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Understood. Alright. So we got...
Find myself scurrying.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
I should pour myself a
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No. I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Kinda too late for that. Mrs. Rabe, you sent me outside. But we began to lose our patience. We do know together we shall experience weekends.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you.
Now, to find Miss... Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check...
Please tell me you didn't take it.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir. I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months.
Oh.
We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it, should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, ℙ𝕃𝔸𝕐𝕊𝕋𝕸𝕁, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friend. Now to find Natty.
Alright, sorry about that. I had a call and sneeze. Alright, let's get on with this. Okay.
Can't imagine living anywhere. You just remember
him. Why do I feel like we're about to get stalked by, like, Natty's mom? Professor Moon. Gryffindor.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Oh god, please don't tell me she's been captured. Hang on, Natty, I'm coming.
If it thinks it's got wrong.
Natty, I'm coming.
My mother is
Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio!
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Excuse me?
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Oh, great.
The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio! Revelio! Accio! Door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Revelio. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Alive.
Only
Revelio.
a student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
I ain't allowed back in there. With a count of my light fingers.
Oh, you're wasting your time with her, my friend. I've seen her show more affection. I hope.
Revelio.
I take what I want. Fire's best left alone in a breeze. Don't need no hand stoking it.
Revelio.
Girl's been nothing but trouble. About time we locked her up.
Revelio.
Has your brain been infested with bondiments?
Be on the lookout for the girl's friend. If they're daft enough to try to come through here.
How did I get mixed up in this? Doing Rookwood's work for him? It's exhausting. Standing here all day waiting to do Rookwood's work for him. He can fight his own battles.
Revelio.
They don't seem to care.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Oi!
Revelio.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives.
You can't keep your eyes off a pretty lass, you can't. Quick flick of a frock and you fall to pieces.
The book of poems that was taken from ℙ𝕃𝔸𝕐𝕊𝕋𝔸𝕋𝕀𝕆ℕ. He'll be thrilled to have this back. ℙ𝕃𝕃𝔸𝕐𝕊𝕋𝕸's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Natty must be here somewhere.
You found her.
Revelio.
I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Raven. He will tell you.
Over here. I need your help.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming.
Nice.
These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand.
Revelio. Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there.
Got it!
Mr. Rabe's wand! He'll be glad to have this back.
Alright, talk to him.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I was kinda hoping for the door to blast.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Oh, girl. I got way ahead of you. Come on.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow.
Oh, Officer Singer.
ℙ𝕃𝕸𝕐𝕋𝕸𝕐. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe.
Hey.
Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife, Miss Onai. Your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe, to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now.
Yeah, I can
ℙ𝕃𝕗𝕗,
try.
you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Yep. Anyway, it's that with her, knowing she's probably in, how would I say, deep shit.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Actually, I like to do that one first. Yeah, I'm going where Poppy is going to be, so, sorry. Wait, no. If I can go here. Oh, come on.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
Yeah, you're in your buddy. Alright, puppy, here I am. Let's fucking do this.
I can do this. They will want to help.
Yeah, okay.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Oh.
Once we tell them about the ℙ𝕃𝔸𝕐𝕊𝕋, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the ℙ𝕃𝔸𝕐𝕊𝕋, and I'm sure it'll all be fun.
Or they could just come to us. Just stand. Oh, hold on. Don't put your wand down. Oh.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec.
Huh?
We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden ℙ𝕃𝔸𝕐𝕊𝕋 are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the ℙ𝕃𝔸𝕗 before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
Oh, no. Well, like how they say in the Longest Yard movie. We didn't get a whole chocolate bar, but we got a Hershey's Kiss.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with ℙ𝕃𝔸𝕗𝕗s? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran?
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Alright, let's go back to Hogwarts. No. Alright, well, I'm gonna stop it here. I'm gonna save the game. And we'll continue on next time. With that said, thanks for watching. Hope you'll have a good one. Deuces.